Okay, I'm back on a different computer. This is the 5 strikes and you're out program, and basically it sets up just exactly the way the other one does. And also, I forgot something on the other one. I forgot to tell you, you have two little things down here. One of them says reset table every session, and what that will do, it'll just kill Bet Voyager and restart it. It'll kill the Excel sheet and restart it if you want to do that. I don't see much of a reason to do it. Other thing I forgot to tell you was where it says create spin files. Your numbers are saved in the ExcelBot folder under a file named spin files, so you will have your numbers if you want to use them for something else or give them to somebody else. Now, this is a dummy account and it's got my actual name on it. I don't have to hide anything. I started out with $500 about an hour and 2 hours ago. It's made $52.25 since then. So I thought I would just interrupt it, start the video, and see if I could continue on, and let's see what it does. Here again, I can't pause it. Of course, you don't need to on this one. It bets all the time. So, okay. Now what it's doing now, it's betting all the black numbers, and it's leaving out the 3, the 14, and the 25. Okay, now it will bet all the black numbers and leave out the 3, the 5, the 14, and 25. I know this is a crazy system, but it made $51 in 2 hours, so, you know, I got to keep looking at it. Okay, now, here's where we hit a black. All it will do is rebet. No need to put all those numbers down individually. Now, if you look down here, okay, now that was 5 strikes, so now the thing will start over. The Excel sheet goes blank and it starts over. Now, if you notice right down here on base bet, I'm at 1. That means I have not lost any, or if I lost them, I've recovered. Now, if you notice up here, the 3 always stays open, because I told Steph, I said at the beginning, see how that 3, it never gets a chip. Now, here's the reason why. Right there, we got a 4, and we made a nickel. I have seen so many black numbers hit, one right after another, and you get nothing for them. Well, with that 3 open, we're just assuming that on the first spin, whatever hit, you know, it was either the 3, or if it was another red number, then there'd be the 3 and that red number open. So it's just a change I wanted him to make. Now, there you go. It's going to bet, rebet, bang, just like that. And you can see how all the betting that thing has to do. If it had 29 chips on it, I think it took something like 2 minutes. I didn't actually time it, but I would not be surprised if it didn't take 2 full minutes to put those chips all down. And every time you hit a black number, it put the exact same bet back on. That's why I told Steph, I said, man, just make it rebet. That'd be so much faster. And he did it. So, okay. Now then, that is our 4th strike. So we got one more strike to go. Now you want a bunch of blacks. There's 1. Now we're making what? We'll be making 20 cents. We got 4 uncovered. There's another one. Nope, that was a red. Okay, it'll start over. Now we're at 553.85. And notice that your money down here goes to 553.85 too. So now we're betting the 19 and the 3 and all the blacks. And we got a black. Made a dime. I bet there are people out there in the world that say, big deal, you made a dime. But see, when I started with this, I took both of these accounts, both of my accounts, back to $1,000. And you'd be surprised. One of them had $6,900 in it. No, it was this one right here. It had like $6,900 in play money. And I had to lose that back to $1,000. And if you think it isn't hard to lose $5,900, you got another thing coming, because I got on a winning streak and I thought, I'm never going to lose this money. I tried every way I knew to lose that money. Well, I finally lost it down to $1,000. but it took me about an hour. See, these are dummy accounts. I just can't call Bet Voyager and say, hey, would you do this for me, because I'm not the real person. So, okay, now we're making 20 cents a pop. Let's hope for a bunch of blacks. There we go. 2 17s in a row. Look, there's 3 17s on the screen. That's a hot number. Okay, that killed us. Now, that was the one that said you got to go up one, because it didn't make it 5 strikes. So it went up to 2 right here, see? So now we're going to be betting 2 units. And like I said, that thing can go up. It's not unusual for it to go up, you know, to 10, 15, something like that. Now, down here we can look and see that the lowest we've been on this trot is 50 or 68 nickels. $3.40 is the lowest we've been on this trot. So this is one of those deals that's exceptional. You know, you don't get that very often. So you take it when you get it, and try to remember when you don't get it that all sunshine makes a desert. Okay. Now then, we've got 4 reds working for us, counting the 3 that never gets covered. So this is when you really want to hit some blacks. There was one. Now we're making 40 cents a spin. Every black we hit will make 40 cents. There's one. Now we're at 5.55. See, we're already ahead. We're back ahead a game. There's another one. Now we're at 5.55. And yet another black. This is what I love. You might get 10 in a row. Another black. This is where, now when you get up there and you've got a bunch of money down, okay, now that killed us. That made us go to 3 unit. Nope, that made us go back to 1. Okay, so we're back to 1. So now we have 5.56. So I think you've seen enough to know how this works, but I was going to say a minute ago, if you get a bunch of chips down, I mean a bunch, and you hit a row of those black after you've got 4 reds uncovered, and you hit a stringer of those blacks, sometimes they'll pay like $3.40 a spin. So you can get all your loss back really, really quick by hitting those blacks. And it happens. It doesn't happen all the time, but it happens. Okay, let's see if this will work. See if I can post this. And stop it.